So guys, this headline is saying that Tinubu has a very weak mandate. As in, many Nigerians know that, Bola Tinubu did not really win this election. Many people know that it was like INEC just purposely forced him on Nigerians. And you can see this headline, you can see it for yourself, that people are writing that his government has a very weak mandate because of there's so much controversies surrounding the personality of Tinubu. Thugs flock PDP members as security agents watch. So guys, you can see what is happening in Ogun State. APC is always willing to do anything to retain power or even to get into power. These people, they are so self-centered. You can see the extent they are going. Let me know what you think about this. So guys, the TUC is asking the federal government to increase workers' pay to 200,000 naira. So guys, honestly, workers in Nigeria are really suffering. No doubt, corruption is not dying soon in Nigeria because the workers, they are not being helped at all. Our politicians, they acquire all the money from the treasury to themselves without thinking about, the ordinary Nigerians who are working for them. You can imagine what a Nigeria minimum wage service is not being executed in most of the states. I mean, the 30,000 naira minimum wage. Not all the states are paying it. Not to talk of now that we have this subsidy problem across the entire federation. You can imagine what ordinary Nigerians are going through. So guys, let me allow you watch other trending topics on the social media platforms. Take a look at this.
The weekend, former President Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garuba Shehu, took to his verified Twitter account to share the acknowledgement receipt by the Code of Conduct Bureau on asset declaration of his principal, Muhammadu Buhari, in line with Chapter 6 of the Constitution. He attached a note to it that reads that completed declaration shows that the movable asset did not increase at home in Nigeria or outside and did not add new bank account outside. The only one he had in Union Bank in Kaduna State. He has taken no loans and he has no liability. Now, the number of animals in his farm recorded a little decrease due to the number he gave out as gifts in the last 4 years. Now, that is the status of his assets declaration according to Garuba Shehu on Twitter. And here is the receipt he attached to it, certified by the Code of Conduct Bureau, that has been acknowledged. Muhammadu Buhari, President of Nigeria as at the time, has completed his constitutional obligation by submitting or declaring his asset. Now let's have some reactions to this now. Paul is saying that a man so different from his contemporaries, God bless you, my role model for setting a bar higher than could be imagined. And also reacting to that is Dan, who says, make the forms public, not the receipt. You can deceive some of the people all the time, but you cannot deceive all the people all the time. For another user, Charles is saying that, what about immovable asset, land and houses? You said his movable property, that's cars, cows, furniture, etc., did not increase. We are also interested in knowing if his immovable properties like land and buildings did not increase as well. And for Christopher, so there were no additional cows for 8 years. The cows didn't feed well and did not mate each other, nor even had babies, and not even a property or asset for 4 years or 8 years. I believe you, sir. Continue. You know we all have blocked heads. And more reactions coming in from Niye is saying that, what about the asset declarations of his children and relatives that were with him in Aso Rock? We need to see those too. We knew how they came in. Let's know their level now. They have started spraying money over. And for Ola, it says, may I not work for 8 years of my life without any significant addition to me and my family. Of all the things that are not true in this world, this one is untrue. Not even a new car in 8 years. Una two they lie. And that is Ola taking it very personal with himself there. Now, the wife of Nigeria's Vice President, Aja Nana Shatima, has allegedly declined the services of a deputy superintendent of police, Fatima Abdulaziz, a police oddly said to have been assigned to her. Her reasons were that, 1, the DSP is too beautiful, and 2, that she is unmarried. Now, this news has been everywhere on the social media. However, a new perspective is debunking the news, saying that that never happened, as the Shetimas were preferred to work with the ADCs they had while serving as governor of Borno State. Now, let's take some reactions to this before we get to the news debunking this. Sadiq is saying that I think she believes she's too attractive to be around her husband, because personally, I believe singles are better for such jobs involving moving around. She don't want oddly turned latest husband's wife or carrying her bags or carrying her husband's child kind of thing. And Oba says beauty is her only crime, not whether she's married or too beautiful. And then more reactions to this is coming from Kalu, who says exercising her right of choice, nothing wrong with that. So Kalu is saying that whether Mrs. Shetima says yes or no, she has the powers to decide who works with her. Let's move on to this one now from Amin Ashi, who is actually debunking the news. Seems to be close to them. I saw some APC family members, family members under his this post. So let's read it. It said, same ADC who worked with her in Borno as the governor's wife was present at her inauguration. The Shetima family is known for maintaining long-term relationships and their staff and workers, like retaining the security details that served the vice president when he was governor. Given this track record, it's unlikely that his wife would act differently, and she has always prioritized following due process in our official dealings, including assigning security personnel to VIPs and VVIPs. It is essential to maintain standard procedures in all cases to avoid any lapses in security. Therefore, it's essential to set the record straight and clarify that Her Excellency Nana Shetima did not reject a female police ADC. Now, to another story. Billionaire businessman Femi Otedola is being dragged on Twitter for posting a birthday wish from Mr. President's son Seyi Tinubu over 6 months after his 60th birthday. He wrote on Twitter and he says, archives, #Throwback Thursday. To my 60th birthday wishes received from my dear first son, Seyi Tinubu 1. Wishing well, Femi Otedola. So let's see the video now and then we'll come back for some reactions.
Mentor, happy 60th birthday, sir. You make it 60 look like 40. I pray when I'm 60 years old, I actually look just as young as you do as well, sir. I have so much love and respect for you and admiration. I want to say a huge thank you so much for always being there for me, for taking me as your son, as your brother, and sir, for always advising me and giving me the best advice and trying to guide me as well. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to bless your family. May God continue to bless everything you touch. May God continue to bless all those around you that wish you well as well, most importantly. Sir, you're 60 today, but I know your 70th, your 80th, your 90th, we'll all be there to celebrate it with you, a healthy version of you. And we wish you all the best. May everything you touch continue to grow. May everything you want, may it still continue to be. May God continue to guide you and be with you and bless you. Thank you so much for everything you do. And God continue to bless you, sir. Happy birthday, FO.
Okay, so the thing for netizens basically is that Otedola's birthday is November, but he just posted this picture, like, was it Saturday or Friday? He posted this, and some reactions are asking if it's because the father has been sworn in as Mr. President. From Grace Isaac, he's saying that, dear first son, is this to get more favors from Bola Tinubu or from the office of the first son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or there is a need for a DNA test? Now, you saw the son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Basically, you remember last week when the elder sister Folashade declared herself the first daughter of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So netizens have also created an office for the brother Seyi Tinubu, like, okay, you need to occupy your office as the first son of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So for Folake, he says, this has to be a shame, that little shame, please. Can't wait for you to share old school pics with Peter Obi when he reclaims his presidency. And more reactions to that now is coming from Irunwa, who says his father is now president and you have remembered this. You are now doing Throwback Thursday on a Friday. Okay, he actually posted this on Thursday, on a Friday, and he says Throwback Thursday. And also reacting to this now is Omar, who says, many of you are just being hypocritical. Some weeks back, he posted a video of Davido's dad wishing him a happy birthday. You all didn't roll from the mouth like this. To our final story today, some netizens are now expressing sudden interest in relocating to Sweden as the country becomes the first in the world to declare sex as a kind of sport. Sweden is set to host the first European Sex Championship this week that will take place under the guidance of the Swedish Sex Federation. It will go on for a period of 6 weeks with participants engaging in sexual activities on the 16 disciplines, including seduction, oral sex, penetration, and a lot more others. Now, the winners will be decided by a panel of 3 judges as well as audience ratings. This means that you can as well watch it live, but not me go tell you that one. So let's have our reactions now to this development. Optimist is tweeting and it says, if you are in this stadium or arena and Jesus comes, I'm sorry. And great joy attaching this meme. It says, God, I pray for missionary work where go carry me go Sweden. This period, not the real renewed hope. And Oli Rex says, a must watch. If YouTube is streaming this, Elon Musk should be scared of losing his position as the richest man in the world on Thursday to YouTube. Well, YouTube does not take nudes, so I'm sorry. And Niger Youth says, I can be the next Ronaldo or Messi of this sport. What is the recruitment process? LD says they go get problem, or them no get problem. Now poverty level is low, there is employment, and the system is working. Apparently, that for LD is why they had to organize that kind of event.